start helping me buy furniture.
Yeah? I think it should.
You got money?
No.
So I found these these two pieces on Marketplace. Praise God. The lighting is not, for the camera, is not showing them good because the light is directly over this one. Therefore, it looks brighter. They're the same color. It's just hard to tell. They're Broyhill. They are not new. I found them on Marketplace. I'm very happy with them. I'm going to show you what, well, there's the Broyhill tag. What my did not have. So let me show you here. Okay, this is how mine look. Oh my gosh, there's leaves under there from the truck ride home today. Okay, I didn't even get those leaves out. Mine is sewed together back here. Mine that are out now in the yard, just like that. What mine did not have, let me get down here, is this zipper on the bottom. If mine had this zipper on the bottom, I don't know what make is mine. The one that's, well, this is mine now. My old one that's out in the yard that's got to leave here did not have this zipper down here. And you can fill this up with easy. You know, you can refill it or, you know, whatever you have to do. It has a zipper on all three of these and these two. Mine didn't have that. So when he had sat, basically he sits where these two come together. Like he sits in this groove right here. And then he rocks. And he rocks. And he rocks. And he rocks. And he rocks. To the point that those had, the filling just had no fluff left to it. I took a cutter, and that, like I showed you that, where it was sewed back there, I moved my blanket, pulled the couch out, went back behind there, took my cutter and cut about a 12-inch strip. And then I shoved, where are they? Those two blankets, big, thick throws, down in there to try to puff it back out. And even after I did that, the next day he had rocked and rocked and rocked to one of those throws was sticking out the top. He then rocked it to it made its way to the top and was coming out. So I found this on Marketplace. It is not new, but it's good furniture. It's built good. It's Broyhill, so I'm happy about that. I paid $250 for it. It's in good condition. I can tell y'all what I choose not to do, and I didn't do it this time because, you know, I've been looking and watching, and I thought about leather. Or I think I even said that in that video the other day, leather or pleather. But I was worried about the cats jumping up and catching it with their claws. So, when I seen this one come up, it said it was in Conroe. She lives in Conroe, but this was for sale in Cleveland, so I didn't even have to go very far to get it. I left early this morning, picked it up, got home, changed my clothes, and then left it in the back of my truck. I brought the cushions in, but I left the couches in the back of my truck stacked, and I went out to Longhorn Lester's to finish up out there. When I got back, I was so exhausted. So, hold on a second. When I got back, I was exhausted. And so I told Levi, I said, I'm going to shut my eyes. So my other couches are still in there. He was already flopped down over there, drawing on his list. And I sat down here in my seat. And I said, I'm going to sit here. I said, I'm going to shut my eyes for 30 minutes. You know, it gets dark early now. It wasn't dark yet. We got home from Lester's about 5:15, I guess. And I just came in, and I'm still wearing the clothes I wore to Lester's today. Just my Longhorn Lester shirt and my shorts from this is what I worked in. I had sawdust on me still when I got home. Anyway, I said, I'm going to lay down I'm going to shut my eyes for 30 minutes. I said, then we've got to get the furniture. And then when I didn't really get a nap. He was watching Lilo and Stitch, and he kept rewinding it to just this one certain part that he likes to watch over and over, and I couldn't rest. So, I sat up and went and got me something to drink. And I got to thinking, if I leave that furniture out there till tomorrow when I've had a night's rest through the night and wake up full, ready to start my day, what if them wildcats, there's that one wild tomcat out there, then there's those two wild female cats that I can't catch it. All I could think of is one of them peeing on it, because, wildcats pee on things. Or even if they slept on it, and they're wild cats. So I just could not feature that. I didn't want to deal with that. So I told him, I said, we're going to just go ahead, and you're going to have to help me get these other ones out. So we got them out. They're out in the front yard, thrown on the ground, off to the side of the porch. And then I sent a group text to anybody that wanted to help me. I don't like to ask people in the evening time, especially. Everybody's been at work. But I just didn't, and I was scared the cats. And then I was talking to Mom, and she goes, yeah, your daddy said it might rain. We have a chance of rain. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So I sent a group text out. Well, Buddy and Caden came, and Mom and Dad came. Daniel was not home. He did send me a text and said he was sorry he didn't know I had furniture. Well, I didn't tell anybody I got furniture today. I mean, it's literally been out there on the back end of the truck all day. I picked it up at 9 o'clock this morning and got home with it, and just like I said, brought the cushions I put in the back seat of the truck. I didn't want them to blow. So me and Levi brought them in, and I went through the washing with the cushions, but the covers. But the sofas were still out there. Anyway, I'll tell y'all, well, I want to tell you something else. That's a little bit of exaggeration. I brought them in because I was going to wash them, and then I chickened out of washing them because it is hard. And if anybody has ideas and want to tell me how their easiest way is to do it, go ahead. Because I have done the wrap it and then in plastic, and then use the vacuum to suck the air out, and then put them in there, and then get them all situated in there, and then then you can't get the plastic out, and when people sit down, they hear the rustling of plastic. That's why I was just fixing to say, when I said a while ago, one thing that I try not to ever do when I get furniture is to get furniture that wraps around, that has this elbow in it on the corners. I like them to be flat pieces here, so the arms would come out further out, and this would be a straight piece. I learned my lesson on that several couches back, and until this one, I hadn't got that kind. Again, I just don't get that kind. Even looking secondhand, I pass over the ones that have this elbow cushion on them, on the corners, because it is hard as heck to get them back, get the cushions back on when you've washed them and dried them. And like I said, I've done the suck it up. I Googled that one time years ago, how to get them back in. And it showed how they do it professionally by wrapping it in plastic and then using your vacuum to suck all the air out of the foam, and then putting it in the shape it goes, and then pulling the vacuum out. but I couldn't get the plastic out. That showed them taking that plastic out so easy. Well, I don't maybe have the kind of plastic that company was using, but I couldn't get the plastic out. And I remember sitting, I don't remember if it was Jill or it was Stephanie. I want to say it was Jill. Maybe it was Lou. Anyway, I remember sitting down and they sat on the corner of the couch that was here with that plastic inside that thing. And every time they'd move, you'd hear that plastic noise. And finally I said, don't you hear that noise every time you move? And she said, what is that? I think it was Jill. She goes, what is that? And I said, I couldn't get the plastic out after I washed those cushion covers. And she said, the plastic, and I explained how I'd seen a video of how to put the cushions back on them. Anyway, that plastic stayed in that couch until I got rid of it. Until he wore that one out. But this is it's a pretty couch. She advertised it as brown, but I actually think it's like a dark green, like a green brown. Anyway, my chairs have the green and the burgundy and the gold. So my big my chairs are Mayo chairs, and I got them from Gallery Furniture 10 years ago. And they still look brand new. But if he's going to start, I told him a while ago, I said, no more eating at the coffee table. You can't eat at the coffee table anymore. There's syrup. You know, yeah, I showed y'all a few videos back. Honey and Jensen both had syrup dripped across their heads. Jensen looking at me right now, he still has dots of syrup on his, right down the little center stripe in his head. He's got syrup drips. And I showed Mom a while ago, there's a sticky spot about this big, just carpet just stuck in one spot from syrup. So I told him no more eating in the living room. He has to eat at that dining room table. And I'm not going to let him draw in here. And it's gonna be hard to do his list. I'm going to make him stay in his bedroom. Because it's when he's sitting up at the couch writing his lists, then he'll write and then he'll rock, thinking about, I guess he's thinking about what he wants to write, and then he goes back to writing. Then he rocks. And I'm just not going to let him sit in here and do his list. He'll just have to do it in his bedroom. But I did want to show, because somebody, actually I had several people comment about getting him a rocking chair. And I had a Lazy Boy chair I bought brand new for this room. I don't know how many years ago it was, but let me show you what he did. Okay, now first, it was in front of this window right here. And I don't guess I've ever showed y'all. That window has a crack in it all the way across. He rocked so far back in that chair that it hit the glass and it cracked it. Okay, then I moved the chair from there. I moved it here. Look at this. Look at my wall here. The other chair sits here, so I've never repaired it. Look at this. It looks like an animal attacked it. That's from him rocking so hard that he gouged and nicked. And when I finally got rid of that chair, he had rocked so hard, and it was a brand new chair, that the corner, the wooden corner, you come up it's hard to describe it in these chairs because they're so thick. But the back of the chair had that little bit of cushion that come over, a little bit of fabric. It wasn't cushiony like this. And by the time I got rid of that chair, the corner was gone. The fabric was ripped away. You could see the wood corner in the back of the chair. And it was so far mangled from banging. Anyway, he's just rough. He's just rough. So I sent a text while ago. Daniel said, so sorry, something. I just got that message, or just seen that message. And then Lou sent a message that said she was laying down and didn't even see it. But like I said, Buddy showed up and Caden showed, and they got basically helped them move in. Mom and Dad came. Mom said, I didn't really help, but I prayed. Got them through the door. They're not quite as big as my other furniture, because I was looking where the legs are on the floor with the carpet. I haven't moved the carpet, and it's got several inches. And the other one was touching the feet of the other couch. But it's very pretty, and I like it. And now I just have to try to keep him from wearing it out. But I said that in a text. I said, don't want to have to get furniture every 2 or 3 years. But Levi is hard on furniture, and Lou says, I get it, because he does the same thing down there. He rocks. And so that's why I was telling Mom a couple of days ago. I said, I can go to Gallery Furniture, or I can go to their website, and I can pick out a nice sofa that's going to cost me, somewhere between $900 and $1,200. And would I have to replace it in 3 years? There's a problem. So if I can find something nice on Marketplace or Kingwood yard sales, or I don't really go to Craigslist that much anymore, but someplace like that, or a resale shop that has something that's nice in it, then I would rather go that direction, because $250 every 2 or 3 years doesn't break the bank. Anyway. Alright, now I got to get this room put back together. And I still haven't gone out to feed up for the night, so I'm fixing to do that. So, I love you guys. God bless y'all. Pray he doesn't wear out this furniture too fast and I get at least 2 years out of it. I would like to get 2 years out of it. Anyway, I love y'all. See you later. Hey, Levi! Levi! I made him help me get the old furniture out. But when Buddy and Caden showed up, he went down that hallway fast as lightning. Levi! Levi, tell everybody why we needed new furniture.
I bang on it.
You bang on it?
Yes.
Are you going to bang in this new furniture?
No.
Oh, praise God. All right, tell everybody bye.
Bye. No, I bang on this new furniture.
You're not going to bang on it? Do you like it? You're going to sit neatly and quietly and gently?
Yes, on my furniture.
Okay. Because what's going to happen if we have to... You're going to have to start helping me buy furniture.
Yeah? My furniture.
You got money?
No.
Love you guys.